Stacking poop. Stacking poop on poop cards. Stacking poop on demon cards. As is the way of Stacklands. To complete 100%, I'm going to need to defeat a demon lord, collect every single card in the game, and then defeat the demon lord again? Is this script right? Welcome to 100% of Stacklands. Instantly, I'm given a pack to open.
Okay. Stacklands, booster pack, a new world. Open this to get cards. 1, 2, villager, berry bush, rock, wood, coin. Quest complete, open booster pack. Nice.
I'm then told to drag the villager on top of the berry bush. So I started strongly by placing the villager on top of the coin.
We now have a berry. And first achievement, easy.
Then I was told to stack the villager on top of the rock, so I could gain myself some stone.
Humble Beginnings. Humble Beginnings pack is now available.
Selling my first item and gaining myself a coin. My villager also found an extra coin in the rock, something I wish I could do, which allowed me to buy my first Humble Beginnings pack. And from inside the pack, I got an idea. And ideas tell you how to create new cards.
Making a fruit salad. Oh my. Well, I don't know how. Feed villagers. No, I was making fruit salad.
The villager does have to eat, doesn't he? If not, he may starve. My next task was to grow a berry bush by using some soil.
Yeah, but how? I don't have soil.
Because you need to open a pack. That is the game. On the bottom left of each card, it tells you how much it will sell for. With food cards, how much hunger it will satisfy. And at the top, it tells you how much food you need before the end of each day.
Soil, got it. Wait. It's taking its time. Jesus. Just, what makes money? Sticks? How much does a stick sell for?
Selling 2 sticks for 4 gold.
Idea, offspring. 1 house and a villager.
The game here was basically giving me a hint on how to create children.
Seeking Wisdom pack is now available.
To unlock the rest of the packs, I needed to complete quests.
What can I do with stone? I don't think I can do anything with stone yet.
Buy my first Seeking Wisdom pack.
3 stone, 1 villager. For a brick. Okay. And a chicken. Well, I don't have any chickens, do I? Oh, we got a rabbit. Can I kill it?
Why is that always my go-to?
I want to try something. Go. Scrap. Stop eating in the middle of a battle. You can eat after you... Oh my god. You can eat him once you win.
The game follows a kind of rock, paper, scissors method. Melee is effective against magic, magic is effective against ranged, and ranged is effective against melee. I then built a brick using 3 stone, and learned I could also grow carrots as well.
Head over to house. I'm guessing I'm just going to need to keep getting the Humble Beginnings packs.
Now you're getting it.
House, finally.
As well as getting a second villager. But with his arrival, it meant an extra mouth to feed, so I put them both to work on getting berries.
Okay, so house. 2 wood. 1 stone. Go, build. Build, buddy.
Next to where the hunger is, you have a card cap. At the moment, the maximum cards I can have on my deck is 20, but that can be increased.
You have to get rid of your cards. I have too many cards. Can I sell these?
And I realised I didn't need to keep the idea cards around.
Treat, rock. We have a house.
Placing both villagers on top of the house to do some hanky-panky.
Rock, and I'm going to get Seeker Wisdom. 1, 2. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh. Reap and Sow pack is available now. Slingshot. So basically, we got a bunch of combat ideas.
Then the villagers finished creating the first baby.
I need to organise this. Because my head's spinning already.
That's not a good sign, is it? I'm then given a shiny berry bush, but they don't really do much except give you more gold when you sell them. I also had a key with no chest.
Combat, lumber camp. I wanted a lumber camp. 3 wood, 1 stone.
With getting a lumber camp, this meant I wouldn't have to keep cutting down trees for wood.
So if I just do that, I guess it just gives me wood.
Yep, and then I sold a stinky poop card, getting an idea of a coins chest, building it with 2 wood and 1 coin, and placing my first coin inside. As my head was spinning, I reorganised my base in what can be said a worse manner.
Garden and a quarry are next.
Then the baby grew and we had ourselves our 3rd villager. I started creation on a campfire and a garden, and once the campfire was created, struggled to actually cook anything on it.
Garden, nice.
Putting a carrot on top.
A shed increases your card cap. Wood, stone, stick.
I then unlocked a new pack called Curious Cuisine.
Sadly, I'm still not even near getting that.
Making a shed and now having a card cap of 24. And opened up a few Humble Beginnings packs to find myself fighting 2 rats. Killing the first one.
Easy.
And the second one.
Logic and reason. What's that?
The quarry was then complete, and that meant I didn't have to keep mining rocks to get stone.
I don't know how How do people navigate this? Or not navigate, organize. I'm not an organized person.
We can all tell. Reorganizing my base once again.
Boom. I was lied to. It told me it would give me an idea. It did not give me an idea.
I decided to make 2 more houses for no good reason, and made the poor decision of selling all my berry bushes.
Food is an issue.
You did that to yourself. I decided to use the soil to grow some more, and the difference between soil and a garden is that the garden grows faster. It does tell you the time if you hover over the card, I just don't realise it for quite a while. I then started pumping out as many sheds as I could, and while that was happening, I failed to realise that the cards coming out of the lumber camp and quarry were actually stacking nicely for me.
Food and cuisine. Let's try it out.
Getting myself some milk, raw meat, and an idea of stew. Putting the raw meat on the campfire, learning how to use it. Then unlocking the armory pack and settled on having 9 sheds.
I need to sort out food next.
This seems to be a common occurrence in each video I do.
A strange portal appeared. Uh-oh.
I then took a little break.
Right. So we've got quite a lot of sheds. That's good.
And came back completely forgetting that the portal had appeared.
Right. Oh my god. Where did this guy come from? Where?
I was faced with a goblin, starting the 1v1.
Bro's taking his time. Come on, I need to sort out a food situation. Alright, we won. Oh, we've got a club.
Giving it to the villager, turning him into a warrior. And I had saved up enough coins to get the logic and reason pack.
2, 3, and logic and reason. Let's have a look what we get from here.
Gaining myself some iron ore and the idea of an iron mine.
You're gonna go with the iron ore. Okay, I can't do anything with it. Food! Nom, 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 nom. Travelling cart.
The travelling cart appears whenever he likes, and if I give him 5 coins, I get a random card. So I sold my newly acquired iron ore and gave the money to the cart.
What are you giving me? Old Tomb.
The old tome was a book with an idea inside, and the idea inside was a magic tome, but sadly I didn't have the facilities to make it. I then bought a second item and got myself a bone, and a third getting an iron bar. Sadly though, trying to organise my food situation wasn't going as smoothly.
That one going. Explorer's pack, cool. Sadly I am nowhere near getting to that.
I was also starting to realise I could craft better food, even though I did it on Moon 1.
Huh. Milk plus a berry equals milkshake.
I then killed a rabbit, gaining a rabbit's hat.
Plus speed, but takes away health.
It gives you the attributes of what each item does in the bottom left as well.
Boom. Cook meat. Raw meat plus campfire. Thing is, I kind of knew that.
At the moment, I was desperately trying to find myself a rock from the packs to get myself some flint so I could build an iron mine.
Rock, rock, rock. Oh my god.
The thing is, I just needed to use the quarry, as flint is also a byproduct.
A strange portal appeared. Sadly, I can't do anything about it.
Placing my warrior close by, ready.
Very nice. Oh my god.
With the bear having so much health, I set a villager to make a spear, overwhelming the bear with numbers.
Miss. What's a bear doing in a portal though? Just a chill bear. Spear.
I don't know, I don't make the game.
Nice, bear claw. Oh, it says combat level at the bottom.
Nice for you to finally realise, buddy. Sending everyone back to work and finally getting the next flint, so I could make the iron mine. And then I got 2 more straight after. So I crafted a second one even though I didn't have the manpower, selling the first 2 pieces of iron ore produced instead of making advancements, but used the money to buy another pack.
I'm gonna go for logic and reason.
Gaining the idea of a smelter, which was definitely what I needed. It needed 2 flint, 2 brick, 1 plank, and a villager to craft it.
And I'll make a brick again. 3 stone. Yeah.
So I used the quarry to get some stone.
Order and structure. Cool.
Meaning now I had all the packs at the top unlocked.
So we need the flint, don't we? Smelter, 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 smelter. Does that mean 3 wood make a plank?
But instead of using the plank for something useful, I stacked it on top of some flint.
Dude. Spiked plank for tough construction work.
I then decided I needed more manpower, sending my warrior and militia to the house for some more hanky-panky.
3, 4. Smithy. Iron bars and bricks.
I then fended off another portal, gaining myself a hammer.
Hammer. Cool. Don't need it.
Sometimes I want to slap past me. You'll realise why later.
Cool. You're dying, so we won't do that. Wait. Wait. How did he die? Magic dust. I got distracted pretty easily.
What I failed to realise was that my warrior was bleeding, so he died, and I sent the 2 survivors to repopulate.
Come on, it's just a rabbit, man. Bro, stop missing. No way. No way this rabbit takes you down. Thank God for that. Jesus Christ. You deserve to die, I'm not gonna lie. Warehouse. A stone and an iron bar. Okay.
The warehouse is an upgraded version of the shed, so I'll be needing it pretty soon, and I was back to needing flint and not realising about the quarry.
A plank, nice. Wood. Flint, yes. Boom, got it. My question is, smelter, how does this work?
Embarrassingly, it takes me a long time to work out, but all I need to do is just put some wood with it.
Stick. Sticks. Mess hall. Villagers will prioritise eating food that's on top of the mess hall. Can I, smelt the iron ore, isn't it? What's going on?
So I decided to sell my iron instead. Then out of a pack, I gained the farm idea. So that was my next goal.
A wolf. Oh, mountain.
As you can see, the mountain is pink, and I can actually explore it to gain some undiscovered cards. But before I can do that, I have a wolf to deal with, gaining a wolf's head.
+5. Alright, come on. Perfect for furries. Oh.
I don't think furries want to wear dead animal skin, sending my warrior into the mountains and allowing him to have a soul-searching journey.
Reach moon 24. Is it hard?
That's what she said. But now a rare portal had appeared, so not good, and realised that my food situation was getting out of hand.
I'm scared.
You should be.
From that fight. Damn it.
Luckily, we only took 1 casualty, so I took it as a win, sending everyone to repopulate.
Wait, what do 2 corpses make? Graveyard. Nice.
At the time, I thought a monster might pop out or something. From the battle, I had also gained an axe, giving it to a villager and turning him into a lumberjack. And the lumberjack made my first farm.
I want to make another farm, to be honest. We need to make as many farms as we can. So militia, get in the lumber camp.
Placing the militia on the lumber camp and my lumberjack on the quarry. I am an idiot. My way of making food at the moment was from fruit salads.
I'm gonna be smart. Swap them.
Thank you. Now I can tell you about the hammer. It basically would turn a villager into a builder, and they make buildings twice as fast.
Oh, we've got a cow.
Currently, my farms are producing a lot of potatoes. What I was failing to see is that they don't actually produce food.
Another potato. I feel like I'm just going potato mad.
On Moon 28, I had another portal arrive, and while fighting the monsters, decided to open another pack.
I haven't done it yet. A giant rat. Whoops.
Whoops doesn't save you here. Once the battle was over, I realised my food was flashing red, and decided to change the spud strategy.
So, at the moment, potatoes are worthless until we can cook them. No wonder we've got no food.
Well, at least you know now. Selling them all for a tidy sum, but that wasn't going to solve the food shortage.
Crap, I screwed up. Who's gonna die? Or does someone die? We'll starve of hunger. There's not enough food. Goddamn.
And for people to just survive, they ate the crops that were growing, so now I am thoroughly screwed.
Be honest, guys. I need you to find me food, and I need you to find me food ASAP. Well, the potatoes. I screwed up when I made so many potatoes.
To be honest, you're screwing up at every second, so I don't think it matters at this point. But I did manage to get enough food for the day, having 4 villagers on stick-making duty.
Temple. An important place of worship. It needs a mysterious artifact. I don't have iron bars. I don't even know how to make iron bars still.
Yeah, that was still an issue.
Please, just give me the idea. Sawmill. Quickly turns wood into planks. 1 plank, 1 stone, 1 iron bar. I don't have iron bars.
I forgot to mention as well that every time I got a shed, the border would expand a bit, giving me more space.
Brickyard. Iron bar. Tell me how to make an iron bar, and I'll make it. I'll make all of these stuff, but I don't know how. I need piss.
And that crash out made me quit for the day.
I want to see something. Apple chicken.
And with it being a new day, I had a clearer mind.
Do I need coal? Do I need something to heat it up?
Oh my god.
I want to test something. Wood on the smelter.
Oh my god.
Cool. Yep. I've worked it out. I'm good at this game.
No, you're still bad. With this breakthrough though, it means we could start getting higher tier advancements. As once it was smelted, a beautiful, beautiful iron bar was made.
I need. So now I want to make an animal pen.
First though, I had to deal with another attack, clearing them out very quickly. And while feeding everyone on Moon 32, the animal pen had finally been crafted.
Let's get these bad boys in
I then started construction on a stove and a mess hall.
So mess hall can come down here, because this is where all the food is.
Villagers will prioritise grabbing food from the mess hall, meaning I can dictate what they eat. I then made a sawmill.
And it just makes planks on their own now, so I don't need to do anything. Crazy. Will it just flip into it? Yeah, you. Oh, it does. Okay. Then means I need to rejig everything.
At least I'm learning. Maybe slowly, but I am learning. Rejigging the base so my farms were in the bottom left, making it so that the apple and berry farms flip upwards into the berry bushes and apple trees. Then, once harvest, they flipped into the apple and berry stacks for me to turn them into fruit salads.
Didn't they just pop out, maybe? It didn't flip into him.
Well, that was my plan anyway.
Boom, iron deposit, iron bar. Now you're giving me. Nice. Markets.
Markets allow you to sell items at a higher price, but to be honest, I didn't really use it that much. I then built the brickyard, which made brick production much easier, and put a stick and some magic dust together to make a staff. And finally built my first warehouse, increasing the card cap by 14, so now we had a total of 94.
Got a magic wand, so you off. We've got ourselves a wizard.
Yep, we're finally making military advancements. I then got the rumour about the Dark Forest, and that there was a strange world behind the portals that kept arriving.
So we now have a market.
Deciding to sell a plank, but sadly, I still had to wait 60 seconds.
Good. Crossbow. That'll be good. The treasure chest is locked, but we have a key. And it was a mimic. God damn it. A crossbow. A crossbow would be good. Okay, just get everyone in. Overwhelm them with numbers.
Smoothly taking them out. And my plank finally sold for 6 gold, so it means the market sells your items for double.
Yeah, right. University.
Every time I give the university 50 gold, I'm given a new idea.
Looks like it could be Hogwarts. Cool.
But I decided against using it until I had all the ideas from the packs. Opening 2 armory packs and gaining 2 enemies, forgetting I had a portal about to spawn.
You there. Holy crap, we've got a lot. Okay, hold up.
Opting to take out each one separately, if possible.
The wizard's down.
So I gave the staff to the new wizard.
7. Why? Why aim for the wizard?
And swarmed the remaining slimes once the rat was dead.
Just. Oh my god. Oh. Looks like we need to repopulate. Lost 3 people, so we need 3 more.
Yeah, good plan. Maybe start working on the military as well, deciding that my next move was to make the smithy.
Okay, we've got a smithy. So now, I won, what is the highest level? Chainmail armor, 2 iron bars.
Giving some chainmail armor to my militia unit and started creating a sword with 2 sticks and 1 iron bar, which I then turned into a magic blade, making my unit into a mage with a combat level of 31.
Boom, boom. Gold and chestplate, but I don't have gold.
Yep, gold is also something in this game as well.
Resource chest. A chest for storing resources. 2 plank, 1 iron bar, 1 flint.
Now that is useful.
I think food supply is pretty sorted.
I then placed my first resource chest down next to the sawmill, so my planks would fill up without making a mess.
Golden goblet.
Then I remembered that in the temple it says that I needed a mysterious artifact. A rare portal then appeared and I started construction on the temple.
Oh, the rare portal's open. Crap, okay, we can't do it right now. No! I wanted the lumberjack man, I needed him.
Luckily we only took 1 casualty and was able to focus on building the temple again.
Nom 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 nom. Everyone's just eating. How long? 20 seconds. We have got a temple, so I'm going to put that in there. Wait a minute. It starts a ritual.
That it does, and your gamer instincts should have told you to be prepared before going in.
Progress will be saved. Cool. Start ritual. What are we doing? Oh! The final boss. Really? Is that it? Surely not. Nowhere near done.
No, we're not, so summoning the final boss now isn't the best move.
I don't think we're going to survive this.
You've done it now, so you might as well follow through.
Combat level 169.
And a health of 299.
We're going for it.
I wish you luck. We started off strong, taking away 100 of his health, but then we got our first casualty, and it started going downhill, as the wizard drops next. Then the warrior.
Everyone's about to die. He's dead. What's gonna happen?
Forgetting that while this intense battle was going on, I had a man picking berries,
I had one villager out.
allowing him to die a valiant death, ending the run.
Oh my god. That just means the run's over. Crap.
Yeah, I thought it would let me reload, but the game said otherwise, taking me a few good hours getting back to the same point. But one good thing was that the ideas I found in the first run carried over. The big changes mostly in this run is that I prepared a much better army, and that was because on Moon 16, instead of waiting for the impending attack, I realised I could enter the strange portal.
You enter a strange dark forest, an old lady appears.
The old lady transformed into a wicked witch, saying that I'll never be able to defeat her.
Get ready to fight. Well, dude's dead.
And dude sadly died. The wicked witch called me pathetic, and no one calls me pathetic and gets away with it. I retreated for now and was given the idea of a stable portal, and started gearing up for war. I made the smithy on Moon 20, and on Moon 23 used 2 iron bars to create my first piece of chainmail armour,
Which is a sword. Sword is 1 iron bar and 2 sticks.
giving the sword to the same villager who just got the armour, which meant we had our first swordsman, and on the same moon he got his first piece of action. I then made a warrior on Moon 27 after a skeleton dropped a morning star, also giving a magic ring to one of my villagers, creating my first mage. I opened a pack from the armory and got the idea about throwing stars, allowing me to create my first ninja, also creating an iron shield for my builder, giving him a 20% chance to stun. I killed a goblin archer, which dropped a quiver, putting it on my ninja, which then gave him +3 attack speed.
So now, combat level 41.
Also killing a bear, gaining a bear claw, swapping it with the sword as it was better. And on Moon 31, finally built the stable portal, allowing me to take a max of 7 villagers inside.
We're going in.
I was greeted by the wicked witch once more, and she deployed a wave of minions on me, which I easily killed. I then was given an option to flee or fight wave 2.
If I flee, can I think we're fine to go.
Taking down wave 2 with ease.
You've beaten my minions, but I have plenty. Wave 3.
Deciding to retreat afterwards to heal up the squad. I then re-entered 2 moons later, taking down waves 4 and 5, and finally learning the combat system during wave 6, putting my troops in the best positions possible.
Damn it.
And the ninja was my only casualty, as the warrior went down next.
My minions, but I have plenty more. No. We are fleeing.
At the end of wave 8, I was finally given the option to face the wicked witch.
Did this happen? I'll defeat you. We're going to flee for this one. I'm not going to go straight into the fight. I want people to heal at least a day.
Confronting the witch in full strength. She didn't come alone though, as I was at a numbers disadvantage. I sorted out everyone's positions correctly, and they had the first casualty. And then another, and then another. My team was strong, and they took out the remainder of the minions until it was just the witch left.
Everyone's attacking her now.
She still had 250 health remaining, but that proved to be no threat, as I fast forwarded through the fight. Yeah, I only just learned now that I could do that.
Yeah, she's had couldn't do anything about it. Goodbye, wicked witch.
And with the witch gone, I was given the option to fight more waves, but opted to retreat instead.
So I've got magic broom now. 50 heal all friendlies. Oh my god. Alright, pause.
Yeah, it's very good. So I changed my mage's magic tome to the broom, setting my next target of the demon. So I started construction on the temple. Then searched the catacombs, finding the golden goblet again. Once I had both, I kitted out all my villagers ready to fight.
And start. Let's go. Let's go, people.
This time, being able to overwhelm the demon with numbers.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's a heal. You killed the demon.
For killing the demon, I was given a pack called the Island, and also a very overpowered demon sword. I then opened the pack and was given 2 ideas and a rumour. The rumour told me I could make golden glass on some island, and one of the ideas allowed me to make a rowboat there. I was also given the cathedral idea, which was the next version of the temple, which required a relic and was very, very costly. I made the rowboat with 1 plank and 1 iron.
So, who do I want to take? Do I want to take the demon? I think I take him, because I can make everything else.
Sailing off to the island, I found myself on a beach, deciding that this was a nice spot for a vacation. Sadly, the game thought otherwise, as in front of me was a new pack.
Alright, 2 bananas time. Boom.
I opened the Fresh Hours pack and was given a shell. Shells on this island are my new currency. I was also given a banana tree, seaweed, driftwood, and some sand.
The main ingredient for a nice beach.
I started off by gathering bananas from a banana tree, then was told to punch some driftwood, gaining some wood and selling it.
Idea of ideas.
I don't think that is what the pack's called. It was called the Island of Ideas, but I opted to buy the free shell pack instead to cut costs. Gaining some flint, which I kept in reserve as I knew I would need it later.
I could sell it, but I'd rather not. I'm gonna sell these for now.
Why? Why am I like this? From the new pack, I was given a cotton plant, and after harvesting, I was given, guess what? Some cotton.
And what can 2 cotton make?
2 cotton make a rope, and apparently I could make a sail by combining rope and fabric. To make fabric, I needed 4 cotton, so not that bad.
And driftwood. Oh my god, there's a monkey.
Killing the monkey with my OP demon sword and sent my villager on a nice fishing trip.
Right, got some cod.
One tapping it and sending him fishing again.
Fishing's... Can I dig in the sand? No. What does 2 sand make? Sandcastle? Sandstone. Grilling and brewing pack is now available.
Sandstone is the replacement of stone on the beach, so I started working towards a lumber camp.
And food seems to spoil now. 2. Oh, we got plank. Crazy.
Creating the lumber camp with 3 wood and 1 stone. I then got an idea of charcoal, which acts as an antidote for poisonous snakes, so something I needed to watch out for.
Sloop. Can carry 10 cards, needs a villager to start sailing, can't carry buildings.
A sloop is the next boat I needed to work towards. This would allow me to bring back resources from the mainland. I did want to make the quarry next, but the packs weren't packing.
Sandstone. A lot of driftwood, but no stone.
While the packs were being douchebags, I decided to carry on with quests, making a fish trap.
Pirate boat. Ooh.
It looked like Jack Sparrow was on his way, engaging in a duel with my swordsman. I then made a sail, created the sloop, and tested it out by sailing back home.
Hello people, how are you? Where is the sloop?
Once back home, I picked up some stone and iron bars, as well as my builder, as I wanted more manpower. Returning to the island, building the quarry, and also gaining myself a bottle of rum.
Be careful, gets villagers drunk. Get villager drunk. Hold up.
Yeah, without the mess hall, I think my villagers are gunning for the alcohol.
I'm to mango sushi, omelette plus seaweed, credit.
I finished work on the sawmill and my foundations were coming along. Heading back to the mainland once again, collecting the miner and lumberjack. Then I made my first warehouse.
Brickyard, let's go. Food has got to be our next priority.
Again, I've said it again.
So, glass. Smelter plus wood plus sand, cool.
Remembering that the cathedral idea I got from the mainland was what I needed to work towards.
Composter, poop plus plank turns 5 food into soil. Okay.
If I wanted to get my farms online, I needed soil. That meant the composter was vital.
Greenhouse, high-tech building for growing food. Automatically replants crops. Oh, that's amazing.
I then started scrapping with Tiger for being on my desk.
No. Down. Gold deposits. That's what we want to see.
Because I had the sloop now, I kept making a few trips back to the mainland, and on one particular one, I attempted to bring back some soil.
Can not bring soil over? Ah.
Opting to bring a bunch of iron and poop back instead, building the composter and chose the food that I was going to put in. Bananas. Raiding a bunch of banana trees.
Alright, 1 soil, let's make another. Farm. Got a farm.
I then made a smelter, smelting myself some gold bars. Also making a stove to cook my food faster.
Come on. More banana trees, please. Game. Okay. So now, all carrots should be on rotation.
And with my food production sorted, moved towards getting myself some iron mines.
Sacred key, forged with glass and gold.
I then got the idea about the sand quarry, meaning I was able to make glass more efficiently.
90 seconds. So greenhouses are superior. Gold ore. So to make the gold mine, You need gold ore, wood, stone, flint.
Making the gold mine.
What's in the jungle? A baby. So what I want to do now is build a cathedral.
For the cathedral, I needed 5 gold bars, 5 glass, 5 bricks, 5 planks, and 5 villagers. Thing is, I already had most of it. All I was missing was the glass, and a ship big enough to bring all the materials back to the mainland.
Frigate. 10 planks, 3 sails. Dynamic sail, fabric, and rope. So that is 5 glass, 5 gold bars. So that's what we want to take over.
Bless you. I finished making the frigate, but I was still missing the artifact to place inside the temple. So I crafted the sacred key.
True glass. Used for opening the sacred chest. Cool.
Deciding it would be best to head back to the mainland to build the cathedral early. Also, while I was here, there were a few achievements I wanted to get.
Yes, we got a dog. Wait, what? So dogs can... Oh my god. Dogs are... That's crazy.
Yep, dogs are able to do anything the villagers can. They just do it a little bit slower. I also started farming ideas from the university to knock down the cards list while I could.
Got an iron shield as well. Idea, dustbin. Magic glue. Sticks the stack on top of the board and prevents it from moving. Okay, still got 50 seconds. Butchery. Sends animals on vacation. Ooh. Crane. Lifts cards from one place to another. Oh my god. Bro. Can't believe I had all this.
Finally, building the cathedral.
So I need to find the relic.
And to find the relic, I needed to head back to the island. So, off I went.
Find a treasure map. That's what I'm looking for.
I ended up scrapping a snake in the process. So, I had to cure my swordsman of poison. I also bribed the pirate ship with 3 coins.
What? A mama crab?
Yeah, the mama crab wasn't happy I was killing her children, so she finally took up pincers. Sadly for her, they weren't enough.
Crab scale armor.
I then found a cave,
Pirate used to keep their treasure maps in here, so I need to go into the cave.
sending the swordsman inside.
Treasure map, sacred key. Already made the sacred key. Sacred key was sacred. Oh crap.
Finding the sacred treasure and accidentally summoning the kraken, so I took down each tentacle one by one.
Oh. So here's the proper kraken. Cool.
I ended up losing my lumberjack and realised I was lacking manpower. So I took the swordsman back to the mainland to collect everyone I had, apart from the dog.
Bro stunned the spool.
He may stun all, but he can't take down all.
And he's down.
I ended up gaining the kraken's tooth axe. Sadly, it didn't work as a normal axe, so I removed it straight after.
Right, so the kraken's down. And now we've got the island relic. So we take it to the cathedral.
Sending everyone back for the final boss fight.
I think I wait till they're not drunk. Then we go. Start. Demon Lord.
I would have liked to big up the final boss fight, but the Demon Lord never stood a chance. Bro got mauled by the team and couldn't even take out my dog, even with his satanic number of health.
Boom. Kill the final boss. Horned Helmet. You have killed the Demon Lord. Keep playing to collect every cord. So that's the game done. Nice.
With the game done, you know what time it is. I still had 38 cards to find.
Not rumors, what is it? Ideas. We finish up getting the ideas, because once we have the ideas, we know how to get everything.
I also had 5 achievements to get as well. My plan was to get the rest of the ideas using the university. When I got back on the game though, I found myself out of money. So, to make some dinero, I restarted production on the brickyard and sawmill.
Wishing well. Grants you a wish for every 100 gold. Road Builder. A guide for boat road builders allows you to build road between cars. 4 broke and a builder.
Building the road builder, but I was unable to work out how to even use it.
But how do I build roads?
I then built the crossroads.
I'm confused.
And got the last idea I needed from the university.
Filter crossroad. Drag a card on top to set the filter.
Eventually going to Google as I knew I was being dumb.
How to lay out roads in Stacklands. Okay.
But with the unorganised mess, I had to do a quick cleanup, selling everything and getting underway.
Oh my god.
I eventually got bored of doing my side quest and got back to the main task.
Right. Got it, yeah. So we've got every idea.
My next goal was to make a frittata, so I bought a bunch of curious cuisine packs, getting a potato and combining it with an egg on the stove.
Okay, we've got frittata.
The rest of the Steam achievements I could only get from being on the island, so I sailed back over and sorted out my roads once again.
Weed plus fish. Is it gonna rot? Got it. Sushi.
Then mix some lime and raw fish to make some ceviche.
We stew 1 camphor, raw crab, raw fish, chili pepper. Seaweed stew. What's next? Make a bottle of rum.
For a bottle of rum, I needed the distillery, some cane sugar, and a bottle of water. To get the bottle of water, I needed to put an empty bottle into the spring. Then, to make the distillery, I needed to craft together a stove, iron bar, and a plank. For the cane sugar, I needed to find that in packs.
So, we've made some rum. Nice.
The next task on my list was to befriend a pirate, and to do that, I needed a parrot.
Perhaps go. I don't want a bow. I want a parrot. Ah! Yeah. Cool.
At the same time, I still needed to make an archer.
Bow. 1 rope, 1. So we'll get the plank.
Building the bow and giving it to my miner, upgrading him into an archer. I then broke a bottle with a stone and made the lighthouse, also using my smithy to build the forest amulet.
Trained monkey. Yes! Pirate boat. Oh. And... parrot. Friendly pirate. There we go. That's all of them.
With just 14 cards left and the island done, I headed back to the mainland and opted to go for the order and structure cards first, building myself a breeding pen, butchery, crane, resource magnet, and a hot pot.
Wait, I'm curious. Holy, just sticks it all in there.
I also kept fighting the demon again until he dropped the fire cloak. The issue was he was giving me good RNG. The demon sword has a drop rate of 7%.
Another demon sword. You're joking. I don't want the demon swords. Fire cloak, we got it.
Then I headed back to the island for a few errands I forgot to complete, creating the dustbin
Time we got sushi.
and the wishing well. Now all I needed to find was 3 more cards. All were equipment, so it was back into the dark forest. What I needed was a pirate's hat, dark amulet, and a skull helmet. The mobs were just not playing ball.
Please. We got the dark amulet. Nice. Yes.
Leaving the pirate hat remaining. So I sailed back over to explore the cave while waiting for the pirate attack.
Yes. We got it. We got it. Oh, 360. Alright. I'm being quiet because I got roommates. But we've got it. Thank God for that.
And that's how I completed 100% of Stacklands.